I don't remember. I wrote down notes, but I don't know where I put it.
Last week we bought potions for James. I bought a shit ton of glassware, and then we came to the conclusion that we had to kill the child.
Okay, no more.
Then we did experiments with the crystal.
Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, we laid down the ground rules for the crystal to make everything
Wow, it's a
easy.
wondrous item.
Yeah. It might be
Did you?
an artifact. It was supposed to be an artifact, but they didn't give me the option for some reason.
That's fine as long as it's there. I was gonna tell you, did you remove the other crystal? Because I think I had another like
That's fine
crystal
as long as
thingy
it's
in
there.
my inventory.
Yeah, I took the other one out.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's pretty much. You guys are headed back after you guys did that. Other points. So yeah, pretty much that's what it was. You guys.
Oh, did you make a homebrew fucking voidling?
Yeah. Well, it's ripped almost purely from the core spawn.
Yeah, but
I
you
upped
just
some of the stats for it. Um, just so
cool,
it's
cool,
not
cool, cool.
garbage after like a certain level. Um, but yeah, no, yeah, it's homebrewed and so it's linked inside your item, so it's easy to go and click it.
Yeah, I see it. Thanks.
Um, some other details. Jacob walked away with the family to kind of talk to them about the fun, the super fun.
Can I just say you're still very mean for making that child a fae?
I don't know what you're talking about. The actually, the dice landed on that one. It's not my fault.
Patrick. Yeah, the dice. Let's blame the dice.
It's all the dice's fault. Um, and then after, yeah, so you guys are kind of headed back to the inn after
Let's.
trying out the crystal, and I think that's where we will pick up now. Um, oh, actually, right before we begin, so Maria will be playing with us. Um, Maria, this
Hello.
is James and Gonzalo. James is whatever James's tag is supposed to be right now. Resin Mock.
Yeah.
What is that? What is that
Oh,
about, James?
it's my it's my contact.
Is it your Apex's clan tag?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then Gonzalo is Cacophony.
Okay.
Or as Kevin likes to say, caw.
And so James is playing Moki and Gonzalo is playing James.
Hold on, I'm writing all this down.
So we get to go through the James shenanigans again.
Oh god,
I love it.
Why?
Well, we asked the question at the very beginning.
it.
But okay, so let's get right into it. You guys are headed back to the inn. Chip took away the target test dummies that you guys were using back to the storage area. Is there guys anything you guys want to do around town before heading back, or you just want to head directly there?
Yes. I want to look at Moke and I want to ask him for name suggestions for Thing 1 and Thing 2. Because I don't think we ever came up with that, with the names,
Yeah,
right?
no, we did it. Yeah. Um. Oh, hold on. I have one.
Let's hear it.
It better be amazing.
It was when I was a wee lad. And I always I always dropped things. I know one of these days, you know what? If I'm always dropping things, I might as well, might as well shoot them. I ended up calling him my rock that I always drop. Drop shot.
Oh, oh, what did you do? What have you done?
You had a pet rock as a child?
I had a pet rock that I always dropped. That
How
I
long do
shot out of my hand.
I hate you so much right now.
how long do pet rocks live for?
I mean, you know what? I don't know. I've had this since I was young. It's gone smaller every time I threw it.
What
It's
happened to
kind of
it?
aging. You know what? It's aging. You give it time and
But
it'll
what
turn to
happened to your
dust.
pet rock? Where did you leave it?
Oh, yeah. It's I'll leave that story for another day.
So you want to name one of my voidlings Drop Shot?
Yes.
Don't you think that's a little long? I was thinking something like Snuffy, Spike.
I don't like those names. I like one name.
He likes drop and shot.
You
Oh,
know what? I'll give you one.
All right.
so one of them will be called drop shot.
Yeah, that'll be thing one. The one I marked with a one.
Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah, I thought I was naming one. I didn't realize I was naming two.
No. You were naming one. It's just.
Okay.
Now I got to think about what to name the second one. I'm gonna name the second one Porky.
Porky,
Oh,
like
all right.
Porky the pig?
Yeah,
Okay. Hmm.
and that's part of the ongoing experiments I'm running to see because I still need to go see if they die or they regenerate once they've been used.
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, we didn't test them if they died, right?
Nope.
Okay.
So then, continuing this, as we're walking towards the inn, I want to get an assortment of different foods and then see what they like to eat.
Oh,
Okay. Um, before you hit the inn or when you get into the inn? Because you guys have
When
gotten
we
to
get to
see.
the inn,
Okay. Okay. You guys, all right, get into the inn. The inn is quiet. No one's really there because Chip's been out with you guys. The town is solemn after the town meeting that occurred. Um, Jacob still doesn't look to be back, and Doc is nowhere to be seen currently. Um, it could be assumed that he's possibly up in his room right now. Um, you go. You guys kind of wait, and after a few minutes, Chip walks in, and he just, hey guys, how about some lunch? What would you like? It's nothing fancy. Still, we got the dried pork, the fish, the some greens. What do you guys want?
a little bit of everything.
Okay. What about you, Moki?
some dried pork. It reminds me of our new pet.
Chip just kind
Porky?
of Chip just kind of gives you a look and says, "Are you planning on eating your new pet?"
Yeah,
And that's
yeah.
why I looked at you like, Porky? You're thinking of Porky?
Hey, Porky's a nice. Porky's nice. Like pork, like dried pork. They're both nice.
Chip just kind of gives you a look and says, "All right." He hands you the dried pork and says, "Hopefully this prevents you from eating your new pet." Um, and then he goes and puts kind of everything together for you, James, and uh, kind of places it out on a plate. And he says, if you guys need anything more, just let me know. I'll be around. And he just kind of goes. He just goes and tidies up the inn. You see him kind of go upstairs to clean some of the rooms up that maybe haven't that have been vacated since the families have gone home.
All right, I want to spread the little bit of everything he gave me apart, and then uh, I want to tell Porky to choose something to eat.
Porky goes for the fish first. Then he eats and then the other ones he eats he kind of eats everything else in a non-important manner, but he eats the fish first because it's more fresh. The dried pork is dry, and the greens are yucky vegetables. But the Porky will eat everything that you've shown him.
What about Drop Shot?
Same thing with Drop Shot.
Oh,
So
hell
everything
yeah.
but vegetables.
No, they eat everything. It's just they
Oh, they have a preference.
they prefer like fresh meat compared to everything else. Everything else you could have like a hierarchy. It's just fresh meat is top, and then everything else is whatever. They'll eat whatever you put in front of them. That's food.
Interesting.
Also, you notice as you feed them, they kind of seem to slightly gain some mass. But then
How
after,
slight, Patrick?
like they seem to like bulk up a little bit, but as time passes, they slim down once again.
Okay.
Anything else you want to do?
Nope, that's it for me.
Nope.
Okay. It's about mid-afternoon, right? Yeah, I think it's because early
Yeah,
morning. Um, you guys just gonna hang
I
out
think
together for
we're.
the rest of the day, or?
Yeah. If I'll let Chip and anyone else know to alert us when Jacob's back, and then otherwise I'll just wait out for the voidlings to disappear, and I'll just be reading my celestial book.
Upstairs or downstairs or in the inn?
If the inn has like a common room, I'll be there.
There's not really it's pretty much just the food area and the rooms.
Then I'll just ask for like a cup of water, and I'll just hang out in the at the bar, whatever place.
Okay, what about you, Moki?
This is where our where we sleep, right? Was it upstairs?
Yeah,
Yeah,
upstairs is like where the rooms are.
All right.
that's
Yeah,
where
I'm
Doc is.
gonna. Wait, what?
You. That's where
Oh,
Doc
Doc.
is. You could go talk to Doc.
You know what? I'm not. I'm not feeling Doc today. I'm just gonna go to my own room and just and just just collect my thoughts and you know what? I'm gonna practice my drawing.
Okay. A few hours pass. It's around like 4 p.m. and Jacob finally walks back into the inn. Uh, James, you see him walk in empty-handed. He doesn't have a child. He doesn't have the family with him. Uh, he looks sad though, and he just kind of walks over to the bar, and Chip sees him walk in, and he says, hey, Jacob, can I get you something?" He says, Jacob responds, no, I'm fine. Um, we don't need to worry about the child anymore. I've I helped the family uh, get through this tough time. We buried it over in the town cemetery, um, and the family's gone home to deal with this loss. But yeah, you guys, this is something we no longer need to worry about. Um, Chip goes and grabs a mug of ale and says, "You say you don't need it, but here you go. Hopefully you'll enjoy this. I'm sorry that had we known, we would have been there with you to help with this. We had actually and planned on doing this later, but it's good that the family was able to get through this now." Um,
It's pretty tragic for everyone.
Jacob drinks from his his mug of ale. Um, and James, you hear steps coming down the stairs. Uh, Doc comes down. He's also looking pretty bummed. It's not been a fun day for Doc. Um, he goes up to the counter. Uh, Can I get an ale, please? I Yeah, and then he just kind of sits there. He's kind of slumped over. Uh, Chip Feet serves him some ale as well. Um, and they just kind of enjoy their drinks. Or enjoy is a strong word here. They imbibe their beverages. Uh, it's time. Uh, is there anything you want to talk about, or you just kind of keep going?
I think I'd want to call everyone else if we're ready to leave.
As you kind of make, we can you can do that, but
Or, I mean, I'd leave it up to if we want to leave the next day because we've done a bit today too.
um, you can bring it up. Like right now, you can ask everybody. Um, we can pretend that you did. Doc runs upstairs and he knocks on Moki's door. Moki, we're calling a group meeting right now.
Ugh. Uh, I had a nightmare. All right. I'll be there.
Doc heads back down. Jacob, Doc, and I assume James all sit around one of the tables and wait for you, Moki.
I slowly stride downstairs and meet up with my friend.
Okay. Okay, James,
So,
the floor is yours.
so I want to turn to Jacob and just ask him what the timeline is for when we want to meet up with Claire.
The sooner we can, the better. That way we don't stall out your guys's uh, plans. Um, I'm hoping we can meet her right away. Uh, there is no like perfect time of day to meet her. If anything, we might have to stop in the city for a day just so I can try and track her down. But after I meet with her, we should be able to leave right away and head off to Grandport from there. Um, we can leave. We can begin our journey tonight, but we will have to stay. So the trip down to Onestra, um, the first half of it, we will cross the Sleeping River, which feeds into the Sleeping Lake. As we head down, there is a pass that we have to be careful with. We don't want to. While we can go through the pass at night, it is rather long. It's not the best lit because the mountain pass, the moonlight doesn't shine into it very well. So we might have to camp overnight outside the pass. But there is like a small stopping point there where other travelers usually either after they get through the pass or they're on their way to the pass stop there. There's a dwarven inn. So if we were to leave now, we can. We just have to stop there for the night and then continue in the morning through the pass. Or we sleep here tonight and then we just take one full shot through the pass to Onestra. But we'd have to leave here somewhat early in the morning to make sure we make it in time.
Okay, that was my more immediate question. If you want to leave today or tomorrow, I think if we leave tomorrow, I've settled most of my business here, so I don't know if anybody has anything else to do.
No.
So then the earliest we would leave is tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow
Okay.
morning.
I will make sure to ask Chip for some more supplies so that we can eat on the road, just in case we do have any issues. Also, make sure that my horses are fed and the wagon is up to is capable. Um, the pass, for the most part, is pretty safe. There are some dangers, but because of how busy that section can be, I don't think there should be any issues that we need to worry about. But yeah, yeah. Let me get everything ready, and then we'll leave first thing. We'll leave around dawn in the morning if that sounds okay.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
As you guys are having this meeting, the door to the inn opens up, and in strodes an elven woman, and then Maria can explain her character.
You're gonna introduce me into Onestra. Okay.
No. I'm gonna do it now because otherwise.
Well, I am a noble high elf. Um, my name is, hopefully I pronounce this correctly. I can't even pronounce my own name. Lady Keikwi Losian. But you can call me Lady K. Now what else should I say?
What do you look like?
Oh, right. I have pale skin, white hair, golden eyes, and I am carrying a longbow. Because that's my specialty. That is my family specialty.
Ah,
I just realized I don't think we ever did descriptions for the other character.
no, we did it.
For
Um,
what characters? For the rest of us?
Yeah.
We did.
Oh, did we?
Well,
Not not.
I never described myself.
Cha- Moki is
I
just.
described myself.
Yeah, I think Gonzalo did his, but I think Moki was just because we were so
He
overwhelmed
just
by the sneaky.
well, all he said was a fucking like six something barbarian.
Yeah.
Um,
All right.
but yes, as Keikui walks into the inn, Chip looks over and says, "Welcome to this fine establishment. What can I do for you, miss?"
who am I speaking to?
Chip.
Like, hey, Chip, don't you recognize me?
Um, Chip kind of gives you a look and kind of thinks about it, and he says, "Oh, yes. Lady Keikui, how are you? How has your family been? It's been quite a few years since I've seen you and your family. Getting this establishment up and running has taken a lot of my time, and it's been a difficult week around here."
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. No, my family's doing well. It'd be nice to see you visit sometime.
Are you guys still out in Grandmont City?
We are, but they are. I plan to leave for a bit, see what I can do for myself and go back when my parents think I'm ready.
Yeah, maybe I'll maybe when things calm down here, I'll be able to leave this in the hand. Maybe hire some help who can run the inn for me that time. It'd be great to be able to catch up with your family again.
What's been going on here?
Um, Chip just kind of uh, it's a little bit of a downer.
Oh,
Um, we've had to deal with a hag who was kidnapping children and eating them.
oh,
Um,
that sounds terrible.
it was not one of my more pleasant experiences. I was hoping to leave a lot of that behind me after um, the battles with the dragon so many years ago. Um,
Yeah, it's always terrible to hear anything bad that happens in these areas.
um, Chip,
Patrick,
what?
can I hear all of this or no?
Yeah, they're talking like out loud in the bar right now at the inn.
Okay, I want to make a mental note then when he said the battle with the dragons.
Yeah, I explained this like 2 weeks ago, 2 sessions ago.
I thought that was Jacob, not Chip.
Oh no, Chip was involved with it too.
Oh, okay.
My bad if I didn't make. Chip and his brother Dale were involved with the fight. In case I didn't make that more obvious. Um, Chip turns to Jacob
Sorry,
and says,
did you just say that Chip has a brother called Dale?
"Yes,
Oh my goodness.
they 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 have real names, but I was like Chip and Dale.
Okay.
Uh, his brother's name is what did I call it? Uh, Dalasine, and then Chip's name is Chiparis. So Chip and Dale. Um, Chip shouts over to Jacob. Jacob, uh, this is the daughter of I don't have your parents' names.
I don't know what my parents' names are either.
Okay, I'll just these are
Making them up on the spot.
The Zelosian
these are
daughter, I
the
guess.
yeah we can go with that. This is the
Okay.
daughter of the Zelosians, and Jacob turns and says, "Oh, you. I'm sorry, I should have made the connection. You look very much like both of your parents. I haven't. I hope they're doing well. It's been a very long time since I've seen them, and they're very helpful with everything that went on around here so many years ago.
Jacob, my parents have nothing but good things to say about you. It's nice to meet you.
Well, I'm happy to hear that. Um, Maybe I can go see them and see if they want to buy any of my nice artifacts.
I'm sure they'd be happy to.
um,
Can I
uh,
bother you guys with a plate of salmon?
oh, where'd you get Sam?
Uh, I don't.
Isn't she asking?
No, I want to buy a plate of salmon.
Oh, Chip says, we don't really serve salmon here. We serve sturgeon. Is
Okay,
that okay?
that's fine with me.
Chip says, okay, I will be right back. Would you like anything else besides the salmon or just the salmon?
Do you have any fruit wine?
We do not. Um,
Awesome. I will get some ale.
okay. Chip gathers together a plate for you and hands you your food.
And I pay him.
Okay. I'll be one something. I'm not dealing with copper and silvers anymore. We can say everyone's able to pay for stuff with copper and silvers.
Holy shit.
It's gonna be too much money to deal for me to deal with.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Food
That's
But
and
too
my
just
immersion.
I'm sorry. You guys are already in the hundreds of golds. Normal people money is gone. um, if you want, you can just pay everything with a gold. Um,
Okay, I hand him 1 gold.
okay. Thank you very much. What? So you're out here adventuring on your own, or do you have anyone else with you?
Yeah. No, now that I'm 92, I'd like to experience the world for myself. You know, just kind of go on an adventure on my own, and if I meet other people, that would be great.
Um, and so in this adventure, what are uh, just so I can help you possibly find a group because we have adventuring groups come through. Um, are you? Do you use like? Cause I know your parents were more magic focused, but do you also use magic or is it just? Cause I see you have a bow and arrow. Is it primarily just archery?
Yeah, just archery for now. Not gonna lie, my parents are disappointed I didn't follow in their footsteps, but I am into archery and archery alone.
Okay.
So if you know of a group that would need an archer, it would be great if you can let them know or let me know.
I will do. Um, Chip looks over at you guys. Do you guys need an archer? um,
Come on, man. I thought you were gonna play more into the story.
I'm trying to. We can say that was out of character joke.
No, I'll just respond. Yeah, you might want to run that up by Jacob, since he's pretty much paying us as mercenaries as well.
Oh yeah, that's right. um, Jacob says, "Oh, I know it sounds strange to hear that I am hiring people to help protect my caravan, because you know of my secret due to your family's history. Um, but I am paying some gold to how much gold was it paying again? Like 25?
Honestly, that old
uh,
contract, I don't even remember it.
Yeah. I am
such
paying a chunk of gold every for just kind of safe passage between all the major cities of this region. Um, things are a little bit. If anything, actually, now I might need the protection due to some circumstances that have arisen. I'm paying with the dangers that I now know about. I'll be doing 50 gold a day with
oh
with and then we're stopping at all the major cities around here. Just so you know, uh, these three have upset what appears to be a cult, or they're chasing a cult, and a black dragon might be hunting me.
A black dragon, you say?
Yes. It is of the same bloodline as the one that your parents fought many years ago, but it's just, I presume it is still just a small dragon, but we haven't really laid our eyes on it yet to fully know what age range we might be dealing with. Obviously, if it's a young dragon,
Like the offspring.
Yeah, it could be an offspring, or just because we haven't seen it yet, we can't fully know how dangerous the dragon is at this time. Because
If you're
dragons
dealing with
live
the
for.
dragon, I should definitely go with you.
Okay. Jacob pulls up a contract and kind of scribbles on it and says, "Please sign your name along the line." And yeah, we will be headed to Onestra in the next tomorrow morning. It'll be hopefully a straight shot down, and then from there we will head to Grandport, and then head up the to the gate.
Okay. In that case, I will need a room, a chip.
Yes. You can take one of our rooms upstairs.
Okay.
Uh, yeah. So Keikui joins the party. And then just as a heads up, Doc will be staying with the group.
Uh,
Because we had a discussion that maybe it would be best to keep another tanky person around. But Doc will be mostly mute, you could say, going forward. Um, like I might have him give input to some things, but for the most part, he'll be there as a secondary character, just so that we round out a party of 4. But yeah, Jacob says we leave. This is all to all of you. We'll leave bright and early around dawn. Um, please, please be ready to go, and hopefully tomorrow goes much better than these past few days. And if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna start prepping all my stuff and kind of head to bed early. It's been a It's been a rough day.
The decision weighs
Of course.
heavily on all of us.
Jacob dismisses himself, and you see him leave the inn.
He leaves the inn. He doesn't have a room there.
It's still like 4, and it's still like 3 o'clock in the
Oh,
afternoon.
okay.
He's gonna go fix everything up for the trip.
All right.
Because the other issue is it has been raining nonstop till
2 days ago.
yeah, and so wagons are made of wood, so he probably needs to make sure it's not waterlogged.
Makes sense.
Chip shouts from behind the bar. Is there anything else that I can get you guys? The dinner rush will be here soon, so I might not be able to get to you guys as often. More ale, more food.
I am fine for now.
Um,
Thank you.
I'll take my dinner now, just a plate of sturgeon then.
Coming right up. What about you, Moki?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okie dokie. Chip gets you your sturgeon, James, and kind of goes back to making sure everything's all ready to go at the inn. So you guys will be here for the. You guys can choose what you do right now, but kind of as the night progresses, just parties of people come in. The town's atmosphere is still quiet and solemn. Um, even though only one family was truly affected, it feels like it's affected the whole village. Um, and um, you guys are free to do whatever you want with this evening before the trip in the morning. You can sit around and discuss
Uh,
with each other, or uh,
I was just gonna spend my time reading my Celestial book. I need to catch up on all the time I lost on it.
okay.
Uh,
I was yeah.
I had a outside question. Would I have recognized the gutterings of the voidlings? I think you said that I did, right?
Yes,
Or am I
they.
misremembering that?
No, you remember. You you made
Because
you
it's
can
a counterpart language to Celestials.
yeah. So you were able to surmise, but you it's like how some words in are similar in other languages.
In Portuguese and Spanish.
Yeah. Um, like the voidlings, you could tell they might not be like super intelligent, but they still seem intelligent enough to try and convey what they're saying. And so some of the words you could connect to some of the celestial words, but you could assume that they're speaking like a similar language to the celestial language, but you don't know what it is.
That's what I just asked you. Would I have known what language they were speaking?
So yes, or you can make a guess.
No.
Yes.
All I know is that they understood some Celestial, but not all of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. In that case, I actually want to go to Chip and ask them if they have a library in the town.
Uh, we do. What kind of books are you looking for? Just so I can.
Linguistics.
Um.
I just want to know the history of languages. When we were doing the experiments, the voidlings were speaking in something similar to Celestial. They understood some of the words that I was saying, but not all of them. And I understood very little of what they were speaking. So I presume they're speaking something similar to Celestial, but not quite the same.
Chip kind of thinks about it and says, they might. I personally haven't really been in the library that much. Um, me,
But they do have one here then.
yes. It's kind of in the center of town. Um, um, it should still be open. Just don't get your hopes up too high. It's been slowly building its collection over the past few years.
That's fine. If there's anything I can get from it, anything at all would be great.
Okay. No, yeah.
All right, in that case, I want to head to the library.
Okay. Moki, what about you?
uh, I turn to lady. She's near us, right? Just to make sure
You
on
can
that.
assume that she came and sat at the table with you guys.
Okay. I turn to
I didn't assume that at all.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hello, I am still here.
I was I was surprised that my friend just left without greeting you. So
Well, now you making me be rude, Patrick.
I think it's a little rude, but I just want to
We
say
can
welcome
pretend
to
that
the group.
James is still here right now.
Yeah, that's probably better. Than,
He hasn't left the library yet.
Yeah, this is.
I'll check it out later.
All right. Um, I say, oh, how do you what was your name again?
My name, you can call me Lady K. Although my name is Lady K Kui. Um, I'm
How do you spell your last name? Just so I have context as I'm writing this down.
I wish you luck with trying to
At,
spell
at
that.
which point,
Wait.
hold on. At which point, James will look at Moki with a raised eyebrow and remember that he doesn't know how to spell.
I don't say wait. I'm like, wait, man. Moki
But
can't
I don't
write.
say anything. I don't say anything. All
I know.
right.
It's the scribbles.
I want to.
I so I don't say anything. I just look at Moki with a raised eyebrow.
Alright, Yeah, Moki, you better be. I want to see this scribble.
Holy.
Moki's like, wait a minute, what have I gotten myself into?
Ooh,
Neociant. Although in your common language it translates to gold petal.
old pedal.
That's still
All
wrong.
right, let me. That's one for me. Holy shit. All right, thank you. I still trying to figure out how to write this on my
I'm
paper.
sorry, I didn't catch your name.
My name is Smokey.
Okay, nice to meet you.
I like how
Yep.
Moki no longer remembers his original name.
We just
You're very
taking calling
large.
him
I
Mo.
am very short.
How old are you again?
I am a young 92 years old.
Oh my! You don't
Wow.
you don't look 92. What's going on?
Well, yes, my get that from my elven parents. You know, being an elf means I look young.
Mm, ah, all right. I take a
There's so
step
many.
back as I'm still looking at my paper, trying to figure out how to write her name.
What an interesting contrast. How old do elves get to live then?
Oh, elves? Are you asking in game or out of game?
Yeah, in game.
Yeah, I definitely know this. Yeah, and I'm definitely not googling it.
I think
I believe it's close to 1,000. 750. So I'm technically still like in that cusp between teenager and adult.
That's interesting. My race only gets to live around 30 years.
Wow,
Cake, we
that's
already
a
lived through
very
your
short.
lifetimes.
So far, you've lived about 3 of my lifetimes.
Yeah, and so I think I've heard people calling you James. Is that your name?
Yes, my name is James, although, like you, it's not my original name.
Is your
It's
original
just
name?
something easier to pronounce for the locals.
I
And
would like to attempt to call you by your original name.
so then James will do we'll say his original name, which is just a series of whistles and clicks like a bird.
I see. I will call you James then.
Yes, don't worry about it. It's a lot easier for everybody to use that name.
Huh. How long have you guys been traveling with uh
Jacob?
Jacob? Yes, thank you. I was gonna call him James.
We all met at Morden about a week ago.
I think so.
Me.
I
Oh,
think it was a
has
week
it
ago,
been that
Patrick.
long?
It's felt like almost a year now. Yeah, I think it's been about a week.
Interesting.
Week to a week and a
My
half.
parents knew him when they were younger.
You met Jacob when he was younger,
My
or when you were
parents.
younger?
Sorry, no, my parents are friends of Jacob. They, you know,
Patrick, do we know how old Jacob is?
You do not. He is not. You can uh guess to an extent, but he has not officially stated his age. You do know
I mean,
that
he'd have to be older than 92.
yes.
yeah. I'm sorry if I've ruined anything by making my age 92.
No, no, no. I did I say how long ago the battle was with the dragons?
No, so you can
You
still
have
retcon
not.
it.
No,
Yeah.
because in my mind I'm thinking I had said it was 500 years.
No, you never mentioned it. I would have written that down.
Then it's supposed to be around 500 years ago is when they fought the dragons. So you can
Okay.
also surmise that Chip and Dale are older than 500.
Do you know if your parents were involved in that war he was talking about?
They definitely were. That is why I am a lady. My parents were instrumental in defeating the Black Dragon. As a reward, they were given royal titles, noble titles. So,
I
Okay,
see.
I'm gonna be dumb. It's gonna be 300 years.
okay.
All right.
So I realized 500 years fucks up another timeline.
So I hear there might be another dragon now. Do you guys know anything about it?
Yeah. I don't know how much detail he went to when we saved the town, but we had to fight a hag that was kidnapping children and eating them. And on her home, we found a map marking different dragons that she was aware of.
See, and do you guys have the map?
Yeah. And then I'll show her the hag's map.
Hmm.
So on the map you see a etching. It's kind of a zoomed in look of the Duralian region, but it also has the swamplands that are to the east. Um, you see in the swamplands there is a black dragon. The map also shows a desert region above the mountain line, mount, the mountain region that is to the north. There's a desert up there, and you see a brass dragon near in the desert, and a bronze dragon. You know what? Before I put my foot in my mouth, I should just look at my notes.
I was gonna say it doesn't sound like it, because the bronze dragon I have written down is to the south.
Yeah, no. So brass is in the desert, bronze is down south near Onestra, and then the black dragon is in the swamps. There's too many bees.
And then yeah, and then I'll say so the bronze dragon we know is Claire, the black dragon we know is named Balthazar, and then Jacob revealed to us that he is the brass dragon. But I'll say that last one in like a huddled voice so that any onlookers won't be able to hear that part.
Right, right. Okay.
And I only say that because I heard Chip say that you were aware of what was going on with them.
I am aware, yes. But we should still not make it obvious that we know.
Of course. Okay, well, it was nice meeting you, but I do have something I want to take care of.
Okay. James, it was nice to meet you, and I will see you tomorrow morning.
Yep, I'm sure my friend here can entertain you for the rest of the day.
Oh, indeed. I will be entertaining. All right. Hold on.
Buddy, why don't you show her your sketches of what we've been through?
All right, all right. Let me start off with this first one. I
I'll
pull up
take that lead.
I pull out my coloring book. God, where is it? Hold on 1 second here, and this is Oh, wait. I pull over Okay, we know. Oh shit. Okay. Nah. Screw it. It doesn't matter. This is what I see you as.
I'm impressed that.
Oh my god.
I'm impressed that you know what a Z is. You know what?
I don't know, man. I feel like those letters are a little too recognizable.
I know.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, okay. Outside.
Have you been learning?
Nah, you know what? I don't. I think I know a couple words because back in the day when we made our original shit lists, I knew how to spell those names. Maybe I was making them up. I don't know.
Well, you know what? You're
But
right.
at least at that time, I knew how to write those.
It is me.
All right, all right. Hold on.
That is a very good drawing of me. Thank you.
Oh yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Ignore the red if you can read it. I hope you can't read it. The red if you can read
You know
it.
what? I think
I hope you
Moki's
can't
writing
read
is
it.
a little too
The
clean.
red if you can read
You know
it.
what?
Not really sure what you mean here by shitless, but I
Can we just
would guess
pretend
all.
that
An old language.
can we just pretend that's just scribbles that you don't understand?
Yeah.
Yes, I
Like
can
he's not
pretend.
supposed to be able to read or write.
Okay.
Alright. Let me pull up. Oh God, let me. I'm gonna go back to my room real quick, and I'll come right back with the long journey we've had over the week.
Okay. While Moki goes and does that and looks through his what I assume are his folders to find the pictures, James, you can head off to the library now.
Yeah, I want to go. I guess look for language books or maybe like anything history related with languages. But
Um.
if I find anything just interesting in history, I guess I want to learn about that too.
Okay. First, roll me a flat 20 for a luck check. This will be to see if they have any linguistic books.
A 9.
Um. As you're looking
Probably.
through, you can't there's a good selection of books, but this maybe in like a true city library you'd be able to find them, but here they doesn't seem to be one. Is there other kind of books though that you would look for besides linguistics? Because I know you said something like a history book, like a history of the region, or
Yeah, that's fine. If I don't find anything on that, that'd be.
so give me
Similar to-
a history check on that one.
Where's there? It is history. 13.
Okay, you're able to find there's
Um,
no okay.
sorry. Specifically, like history of the region, and if I can find maps or like detailed maps that I can copy.
Okay. Yeah, that's with that you're able to find a couple maps. One is an older map where you can see that like Laketon isn't on this map. Uh, you can just and even the Sleeping City really isn't there. It's just Grandport, Moradin, and the Gate. This map appears to be 800. Like it's close to a millennial old. You can tell just by how the details on it, and it's been dated. But this looks like it was a redrawing. It's not like this map is 1,000 years old and is really tattered. It's more like someone someone has been taking care of the documents that they have kept, and this is just like a nice redoing of an older map. You find a current, more up-to-date map as well. That one will say is the map that I gave you that I think I have pinned still. that will be like the pin map that I have in the Discord channel, where it shows the all the cities
The more
that
detailed map.
yeah. And then you're also able to find a book that kind of details the last few hundred years of this region. Nothing seems to have really happened from what you can gather, though. In the last, a few cities have popped up. It sounds like after the fall of Balthazar, Onestra and the Sleeping City were founded and slowly built up over time. And then in the last 100 years, Greystone, which is off to the west coast, slowly become a larger exporter of like stone. And then in the last 50 years, Laketon appeared, and then the last 10, as Chip kind of detailed, is the city seen its boom, and then the last 5, when Graham made the deal with the Hag, is when it saw the large boom to what it is now.
In the research that I'm doing, do I come about anything that has to do with the Dragon War?
No, it seems this book kind of details the region afterwards. You can't find any. Laketon no one seemed to have brought in that kind of book to this area.
I want to do a comparison of the current map of the region with the millennial map, and I want to see if there's any major differences, like land shifts or pockets of land that have drastically changed.
Sure. I will say I haven't, since I'm still working on some parts of the map. Like the millennial map will show the swamplands off to the right. So we'll say the millennial map is a larger map of the whole area. On it, you can see there is the river that is in the pinned map forks off to the east, and it kind of splits into this large creeping finger-like thing where it like just kind of spreads out all over. And everything kind of feeds out into the sea. But on that map, we're able to see some cities there. And then on the current map of the area, I'll try and flesh out the right side a bit more, so you guys have a map of like what the swamp area looks like. But if you were to have a current map of the area, you would see no active cities are in that area, like no large cities. So the swamplands before used to have a major city, and now there's no major cities there. That would be the large difference. And you can assume that with the Balthazar, that maybe he destroyed it or somehow it fell into decay.
You're describing this map, right?
Yeah. It's a bit different now, but yeah, it's pretty much like, you see how it does the finger thing?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Or oh yeah, never mind. Yeah.
Yeah, this is my work. Big maps are hard. I don't know if you knew that.
Whereas,
But yeah,
So then those swamps are where Balthazar would be.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's kind of far away. But yeah, so there used to be actual like civilizations over there, but on your millennial map, it looks like there's civilizations there a millennia ago. But now there is nothing. Give me one more history check. No, give me a luck check. Just pure 20, baby.
Ooh, an 18.
Okay. I'm gonna
God
give
damn.
you some extra details then. Through your looking around, you're able to find one more map. This one dates back also about um, uh, close to a millennia, if not a little bit older. This will be a global map. I do not have this one. I have been like trying to do a map for this. It's just I've been struggling with how I want the layout to be. So on the map you just brought up in the Discord with the giant forest down in the bottom right, there used to be a large uh, civilization down there. On the map you can see it's called Acathia. Had a It seemed to be like a capital of the area.
How do you spell that?
Give me 1 second. I do have this written down on. Acathia.
I was close.
Um,
I misheard the I. I thought it was an A.
but yeah, so it's like this beautiful city down there. Like the forest is there, but it's not as densely packed as the forest that is currently shown on this map. There also you can also
basically, basically those ruins in the center of that giant forest would be Ikathia.
Correct.
Okay.
You can also see another city was in the swamplands, but is no longer. And then it kind of details major cities across the whole scheme. You can see that for a lot of these, and then you're also able to find a current map of the region. And you can see like some of these major cities that are on this main map are still there, except the Acathia and the Swamp City. Those are fully missing from these maps. But everything else is pretty similar. Landscape-wise, Acathia is now surrounded by a massive forest. And even the map that you have that's like within the last, you can see that it's dated in the last 10 years. Acathia isn't really fleshed out as if like no one wants to go there. Same with the swamp. You see like as if someone kind of did a fine guess of the areas. And then landmark wise in the last 1,000 years, I will say there might be differences, but I don't have them right now. But just know that pretty much that bottom chunk has changed drastically in the last 1,000 years.
Okay.
Is there anything else you would like to look for in the library?
No, I think that's the only thing I'd be interested in.
Okay.
And I did say I want to use my cartography tools to make a copy of the Millennium Old map.
We'll say this. That'll take you about
current one.
a few hours, just because. Like you can do it. You'll do it like expertly, where it looks like a fine copy. Just takes you time.
It doesn't even have to be a fine copy. I just need specific details.
Okay. Well, we'll say it takes you an hour. How does that sound?
Yeah, you're the DM.
I mean, it doesn't really matter.
That's fine by me. I mean, I got until tomorrow to burn time anyway.
I'm just because like if you're gonna do a fine copy, I would say it'd take you a few hours.
A few hours is fine by me.
Okay.
I mean, I would say I have really almost nothing else to do, so if I can get a pretty detailed copy of the map, that'd be better for me.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Are you gonna make a copy of each one?
The old millennial one, since it's not like up to date. I just want the details of the stuff that's missing from the current one. So like the city of Ikathia, as well as the one in the swamp, and all of the missing ones southeast of the map that's not
So
there on
would
the
you
current one.
transpose those kind of like with symbols
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Okay. Okay, so then you just kind of do a copy of the current large world map then.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, as you're doing that, Moki, did you find your artwork?
Yes, man, it was named it inside a folder, and then created another folder inside another folder. It took a while to find, but I found it. Let me actually get this
Each folder
here.
was its own bag of holding of folders.
Jesus. Um, I'm gonna need some help with. Wait, is James here?
James in the library, but
No.
you do have
Is
Doc.
that okay? Yeah, hopefully Doc can help me explain some of these pictures because sometimes I forget. All right, we're about to. Hopefully, I'm doing the right screen. Oh God,
Or are you gonna stream it?
hell yeah!
Nice.
What can you see?
I
I
can
don't know if
see
I can see.
Keiqui's figure and your. I can now see your
Oh,
background.
fuck. All right, that's fine.
Come on, James. You don't have an anime background?
I know, what is this?
So we will go.
What is this a picture of?
Oh,
It's not LA, right?
oh, no, it's just a backdrop of. I don't know what the
It's
fuck.
just a city.
It's just a city because on the other two monitors, it's like another city, but like in the same like color gradient.
Oh, how do you do that?
Um,
Alright, let's
Time.
not derail. Let's not derail that. I'll bug you about that later.
let's see. Can you?
You might want to modify. You might want to sort this by taken date.
Yeah, I think I did that. Sort by date. Okay, here we go. All right, on our journey, we came across some terrible backstabbing. There's so much memories in this one picture alone, but I remember our first fight. If you see trees right here, we got attacked by unknown people with arrows shooting at us, and that was the first person out of the shit list. And I forgot who this was. Who was? I forgot who this was. Jacob?
I think that's
I don't
Jacob.
think so.
No. I think that's.
I actually think it is
Who was the
Jacob.
one with the red shirt? Oh,
No, I think it is
I remember-
Jacob. I think it's Jacob
remember.
because you can't tell what side he's on.
Oh yeah. Because and we were trying to differentiate whether it was a friend or a foe. But currently he's tallied a little bit more than a friend. So watch your back. Yeah. And you know what? I forgot who Esmer was.
That's
I didn't
Doc.
know who it.
That's
Oh, right.
That's Bartholomew. That's why he's
Is it?
I believe so, because you guys talked to him on the speaking stone. Doc speaks.
Yeah, but
up.
how would he know that he was an Asmar?
Well, I remember we were talking like.
Because Sasha, whatever we called her, told you guys.
Oh, okay, yeah, that makes sense then.
I will save the best for last. The Grand the Hag. I didn't know who the Hag was. Didn't know what it looked like, but this is what I imagined the Hag would be.
Looks like a boxer.
I don't think there would be long hair on this hack.
All right. You know, I'll modify it after this meeting. And then
Moki will,
last but not
Moki will
least,
use his lifelike colors, and suddenly the hag comes to life. uh,
last but not least, you know, I can't spell this out, but you know, you guys can. You know, what was
Simon.
Simon.
Simon? Oh yeah, the fuck.
That
This.
motherfucker.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's a lot of rage coming out, but this guy, you know, he betrayed us.
He led us into a cave,
This
and then he picked a fight, and then he said peace, and then he left. And then he killed.
left us for dead.
Then he and his crew tried to kill my church person Sasha.
Shit. And then here is our first fight. This is me, beautifully
Very
drawn,
cool.
right next to the cart. This was oh god, uh,
Doc?
Doc. Doc, and this is James flying in the air. You know what? I don't know what these green, but maybe they're orcs. I think so. And
They're
this
like
is
goblins.
the goblins. They were on top of. They were riding something, and we were getting flanked or attacked. Remember these arrows from the shit list? Don't you know that?
You guys
And
get attacked by arrows a lot.
oh, you have no idea. We
Living sentient arrows.
we prevailed. What was that?
Was even shooting the arrow?
Oh, you know what? I completely forgot. But all I can remember are the
Oh,
arrows shooting at us. And we're like, what
Doc,
is going
Doc
on?
speaks up, and it's because there was some goblins over there. I think it's these goblins you have up top that are shooting the arrows. They're supposed to be secret.
Oh, okay. That's probably it. Oh yeah. I mean, it was someone that's shooting it. Yeah, it was probably them. Um. And you know, this is the first time we went inside the tavern. You know, this is where he serves his drinks, his table, and this is Chip. And you know what? I forgot who this picture was.
It's
He
Chip.
explained something.
It's Chip and his brother.
Oh, where
And it's a picture of them fighting Balthazar. It's up.
Oh, okay,
It's
okay,
actually
okay.
up on the wall behind the bar right now.
That's that
Wait,
drawing right there.
Oh, this one? You know what? I forgot. We were talking for quite a bit on this one, and then we were thinking about I completely forgot.
That's the
But we were
briefcase
supposed to
that
get
got
on the
on the
boat.
boat.
So
Alright.
so Doc speaks up. Simon and his group took a boat to just before we got here. And then we were talking to their mercenaries that they left behind. Or no. Yeah, the people they left behind. And now that I think about it, what happened to them? Doc just kind of pensively looks on.
You know, and that turned to something else. And then, you know, there's a grand picture of what James and his journey as he was flying to the Hag. Here he is talking about his journey. And if you look at this one, he flies over some trees, some goopy here.
Oh,
He
it's
sees
numbered.
Yes, indeed, it is numbered, as you humans or not elves can say. Uh,
I'm more impressed that
he
Moki
saw
knows
some.
what numbers are.
He saw some fresh footsteps going inside this pen, I think. Oh, and he saw broken shit. And then it crossed something, broke a wall. Four is five. He flew over these trees, and then he saw, you know, broken trees, and this is where the hag was living at with the giant tree, and you know the people chained to these rocks. Unfortunately, James got absolutely destroyed. Uh,
To me.
oh my god!
Oh.
Feels good, man.
he got absolutely destroyed. He completely, about to die. He
Mhm.
flew back. Oh, wait, who was on his back?
He saved the child.
Oh, yeah. He saved a child. Came back. It's crying. He brought him back to Jacob, and we came back. I think we went to bed. And then here we
Was
are.
this the child you guys just killed?
No,
No.
this was a different kid.
Oh no, this is. Oh, that's.
So
I
the
don't think I
child
want to
was a
do
little
that.
bit
Fuck.
older than the one that we had to kill because the one we killed was a newborn, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
And the
Yeah.
other child was one that had been kidnapped by a Vanderhob. They had been swallowed, so I punched it in the gut and he spit it out, and then I had to do everything I could to take the baby away and just retreat.
I see.
All right. And I have no idea what in the world this was. This was page
This
2, but I don't remember.
Doc speaks
Oh,
up.
it looks
This
like you wrote Vanderhob in there.
Castaigne.
Did-
Oh, she cast rain. Or I have no idea what's going on the left side of the screen.
I don't
James is
remember
saying
what
something
happened there.
about rain, the frog, and cast rain.
Yeah. No, I don't remember.
This was, I believe, James coming back with the kid.
Oh, what?
Oh,
You are
This
quite
is-
the
this
artist.
is-
That is a lot of. Right.
so this is when they found out that Graham did a bad thing.
Gran or Gron?
No, Graham.
Oh yeah.
Because
He's going to
Because-
edit that name.
because Moki didn't like my dwarf for some reason.
I don't remember. I do remember not trusting that dwarf, but I completely forgot why.
I don't know either, because I remember even bringing. You're like, I saw it and I'm like, wait, it's not right. So Graham, the old. So Doc speaks up. So the dwarf, he is fine. Graham is the reason why this all happened. The old man. Old man make bad deal, who then kidnaps children
Yes, yes, indeed.
because he was too baby to go sacrifice himself for his deal.
Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah. Nice. This is page 2 of the shit list. Yeah, Hag. I drew her again. After I think we saw her, but oh no, we didn't. We didn't see her. I don't know.
She
what
turned
we
into a
She
ghost.
And then we saw-
incorporated.
Oh yeah. And then who was Jenny again?
Jenny was the
the-
hag.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
what I'm saying. That's
word.
the
God,
that's the
yeah.
girl that we thought got attacked when we were killing all of the all of her
my
army.
Fucking
When
god.
we were,
yes.
when we were chasing down the hag's army, we
I
thought that she got
remember.
killed, and it turns out that was the actual hag that was messing with us.
Interesting.
Holy
So
shit.
the hag is dead.
Yes.
Oh, the Hag was, yeah. And then after this, I slowly stopped. Well, I pretty much completely stopped drawing once, our, okay, well, out of context. Once Patrick started using, the backgrounds.
So you're blaming it on
images.
me.
Yeah, once he started using background images, I was
Well,
like,
I'm gonna stop doing that because now I need more pictures.
that was when I completely stopped. So I didn't draw I think anything after that.
You didn't draw my
You
beautiful
need to draw
battles.
more. You need to draw more, James. Your art is beautiful.
I need more of this, James. During your turn down times, you better be drawing this.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And then this is you.
And this is
that's
you.
the last thing I draw.
I like
Yeah,
everything else is on
thank
white
you for
paper, and then
that.
this is on black paper. Oh, it's because of the white hair, huh?
Oh yeah. I have to make one.
Pretty close. You have my hair and my eyes and my bow.
Yep.
Although
I
not
mean-
sure why you thought I'm wearing pants. And they
Oh, I didn't know what you're wearing. So
I thought the bow was actually like a scythe.
oh, okay, yeah, you can definitely see it like that.
Oh yeah.
Um,
K-Kui is secretly the Grim Reaper.
And yeah, that's it. That's all I have. But I ended up getting some magical coloring books with magical was it crayons or
No, it's
some markers,
Paint.
it's pigments.
paints?
So
Oh, right,
paint.
paint. Yeah, which I can draw an object and I could I can conjure it into, I guess, reality or
You can make things. Whatever you draw comes to life if it's less than 25 gold pieces in value.
okay, okay.
If you draw and so if you can draw a pit. I was reading up on it yesterday. If you were to draw like a black circle, and
Mhm.
it went down X amount of feet, it would magically take up X square feet of paint or X cubic feet of paint. Um,
Okay.
and so you have 1,000 square feet of it.
Okay. 1,000 square
It's a
feet.
weird way that it defines it, but that's how it defines it.
All right. And that's it. But in future journeys, I will continue drawing. That's it.
You were showing me your artistic renders of your adventure so far.
Oh, indeed.
I even had pictures. I didn't know you had that. Yeah, I actually had more pictures than I expected. And you've been updating some of them.
Yeah, just the shit list.
Well,
Dude, that
yes,
was such a
our friend
journey
here,
to the
Moki,
past.
is a great artist. This never would have happened if we didn't meet our friend in that one cave, though. He gave Moki this power.
Holy shit. Oh yes, I remember. Good times.
What are you talking about?
Velma.
Oh. Yeah. I think he didn't go over any of that though. I don't think he drew any pictures of that.
No,
No, because that
I
was
don't.
before all he got his.
His coloring books.
Yeah, because I think I was like, what would you like? And we're like, well, you can't read, so and you're like, I'll take a coloring book.
Yeah.
And then you actually started to draw.
Yeah.
And then so Doc will quickly fill in. So we fought a bear in Moradin. Then we fought 2 bears. And we met Simon at some point. And he helped with the bears. And then he took the skins before betraying us because he's a dick. And then he helped us fight goblins in a cave. And then in the cave was a temple. And in the temple we did some puzzles. And then when we solved them, we met a spectator with 2 creatures that were pets called Bill and Ted. He gave me a book to learn Infernal, James a book of Celestial, and then he gave Moki the coloring stuff. And then
Yes, indeed.
he left to go do his own thing. Because he no longer had to guard whatever he was guarding.
Okay. What was he guarding?
He was.
At that point, Doc should change the conversation and try to convert her to Celestial.
Oh, you're right. Well, let's not get hasty here. Have you heard about the Celestial religion at all?
I have.
Oh.
Oh.
Where have you heard it from? Most people I meet on this plane have not heard of it.
Well, I've heard of it. I do not know what it entails.
Doc says, I'll be right back." He runs up to his room, and after
Pamphlet time.
he comes back down and he says, "Here, have a pamphlet."
Yes.
Hey, I take the pamphlet and I read. What am I reading?
That's a good question. It is.
We don't even know what's on the pamphlet.
It is. We celebrate and worship the gods of the sky, of the stars. The great star dragon Aurelian Sol, the great musician and traveler bard.
Uh,
Did
Who
we
else
ever?
is in there? Zoe,
I don't think so. I have
Soraka.
I have other people as because Riot retconned all their stories.
We know for
oh,
sure it's
really?
Bard and Asol.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think that's all I
yeah.
have it as right now.
There was 3 though for sure. I don't remember who the third one was though.
The other one was Kazakhs from that,
No,
or was it
that's the
just that like
void.
realm
No.
thing? Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah.
It might have been Soraka,
Oh, yeah.
and then
Okay.
the great healing mother Soraka, who
Oh,
um, so Bard is all about so Bard is the main one I worship, and he's all about tooting his horn and traveling interdimensionally and just living a good life and exploring. Um, and what I do for my religion is Bard has a pilgrimage that we partake in, and it lasts the believer's lifetime, because many people are not able to find the gifts he leaves. There are these gold chimes, and legend says if you collect enough of them, you can summon the great god himself. Um, the great star dragon, Aurelian Soul, is the creator of the stars. And then Soraka is kind of the mother of the land who helps restore. You pray to her when you need restoration to yourself.
I see.
I better type all this down.
So I actually pray to someone else. I pray to Karelin,
Oh,
god of elves.
Alan.
But it's nice to know that you are a religious folk. And I awkwardly hand him his pamphlet back.
Oh, it is okay. You keep it. You keep it.
Okay, I keep.
Just so it's there for you, maybe in the future. Bard is always welcoming of other gods in someone else's heart. He just likes people to keep an open mind.
Okay. I will keep an open mind.
Doc should probably mention that James is also a follower of the
Uh,
Celestials.
I feel like James can mention that himself.
I feel like Doc would be the one that proudly
Okay.
would say, like, "Oh, I already have a converter," and
And if you do end up converting, you'll be joining my friend James here. He converted just
I'm not
recently.
there.
Oh, that's right. Oh, I forgot you're not there. That's why I was like.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty sure
yeah.
Doc would.
Hey, man. And our friend James, who isn't here currently, I helped convert him to the religion. His druid form actually takes after the celestial religion. He seems to enjoy it very much, and he's actually trying to even learn our language.
And he's done all. You've been able to do all this in the span of the last 7 days. That is very impressive.
I may not understand your social cues, but it seems I am just very good at persuading people to my way.
I completely forgot he was supposed to be socially awkward.
Just blurt out for
He's socially awkward,
He's-
but he's charismatic as hell.
It was a pretty interesting dynamic he was going for. Anyway, he's an NPC now.
Yeah, Doc. If Randy comes back, I'll have him take control of Doc. But yeah, I'll try and worst case you guys can poke at me to bring Doc in. I'll try, but
That's fine.
Talking to yourself can be difficult.
So
But
at
yeah,
this
if
point,
you
I take out. Sorry, I take out my playing card set and I invite you guys to a game. I don't know, poker.
oh yes, I will gladly play. Are we gonna play for any money or just for fun?
We can play for fun. Just, to spend the evening.
Oh,
Yes, I will play this game.
Okay, Doc, do you know what you want to play?
I have never played cards before, so it's kind of up to you.
Okay, we can start off with an easy game. It's called Go Fish.
Do
And
we need to go get some fish?
well, just put the cards up. In the game, the cards are referred to fish. And
Oh.
and if Moki wants to join us, he can play as well.
oh, indeed. I will be joining.
Okay. Then I guess I just teach them how to play. I know we play Go Fish.
Okay. We'll say you guys kind of do that for the evening. Is there anything else that anyone else would like to do this evening before kind of the morning comes around?
Yeah, I have an above board question. I don't know if you would know, but on the alchemy jug, it resets on the long rest. Is that for items? Is the long rest tied to our character's long rest,
Yes.
or as long as it sits in on
No,
our
no, no. It's
character?
tied to your long rest.
Boo!
Are you
Tell him,
trying
tell him
to?
to change that rule.
Are you trying to say if you don't use it for X amount of hours, it counts as a long rest?
Yeah.
No.
Boo!
You know how busted
What-
that would be?
It would be great, Patrick. I think that's the word you're trying to use.
What do you mean? Just
No,
are you gonna empty it out tonight into one of your bottles?
yeah, I want to create 8 ounces of acid.
Okay. Add it to your inventory. Are you able to?
I'll try and figure it out on my own because I have the amount of containers that I have, but I don't have anything else marked. So I think
Because
I'll probably have to manage it on
there
my own.
has to be like an acid bottle or something. I'll also look and see if there's a homebrew for it, like already made. I would think
Oh, it does
D&D.
exist.
I was about to say, I'm like, there should be
Yeah, it
something
does
that
exist.
exists. I'm like, that's like one of the biggest things that should exist: a bottle of acid.
Yeah. I found it. I added in.
Okay. How much are we able to make of the acid?
It doesn't give you an ounce count. It just gives you 1 pound of acid. But
Uh,
I can edit it and just say it's an ounce,
okay.
or sorry, 8 ounces.
Okay. Anyone else have stuff they want to do tonight?
Nope. All good.
Well, I don't have to take long rest. I just what's it called
Oh,
trance. So
trance.
yeah. So
Uh,
I just once they go off to bed, I just head to my room and trance in there,
What does it do?
or like hang out. I guess.
it's the same thing as a long rest. But it's half
Oh,
the
okay.
time. It's
Oh, wow.
so elves can trance for 4 hours to get a long rest in.
Okay. Jesus.
Okay. You transfer your 4 hours. You can kind of do whatever you want with the remainder of those hours.
I know. I sharpen my arrows.
Okay. Yeah, because I think in some way, and like functionally, the trance is useful in like a dungeon setting. We'll say though, for like if you're like at an inn and there's nothing gonna happen for the night, you can take the trance and then do something else for funsies.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, the night passes uneventfully. It's about 5 a.m. when Jacob kind of comes knocking around on all the doors. You can hear him just, "Hey guys, I know I said dawn, but just because of how this trip's timing can be a little awkward, I just wanted to make sure everyone is up and ready to go right when the sun starts to peek out."
I am already ready.
Join me downstairs for breakfast when you guys are ready to go.
Oh shit.
Okay, thanks, Jacob. Will do. And I just grab my stuff and I head down.
Hey Patrick,
Yes.
I want to retcon my liquid. I want to make basic poison instead of acid.
Oh, it has poison in there?
Yeah, I can only produce half an ounce though.
Okay, that's fine. I didn't realize this. I knew about the acid and the mayonnaise and the beer. The mayonnaise is the important one.
No.
You can make all the sandwiches. But yeah, so we can say that everyone kind of gets ready for the day, meets Jacob downstairs, and he quickly goes over the itinerary for the day one more time and says, so first off, we'll leave. We'll head out. We're gonna head down the southern pass to. We'll follow the road. We'll cross over the river. It'll take us about 4 to 5 hours to get to the actual mountain pass. The mountain pass is where we will see a lot of our slowdown currently, just because of how much time. Some parts it's just normal flat land, but other parts the road will kind of go up and hug the mountains.
I want to stop Jacob, and I want to pull out the map I had made, and I want to tell him to mark where we're going on the map, which is just flavor, I guess, for us. You can just keep going what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jacob points to your map and he just kind of brings his finger. So you can see this road down here with the river, and then you see this pass. The pass looks like it's a straight shot, but it's more windy because it kind of tells you. It looks like it's a straight shot, but the dwarves the dwarves actually helped carve out this pass to help with passage to Moradin and to Onestra. So the way it works is at some points where it'll come even with the land, but other parts it'll go higher into the mountains. The width of the road will vary from like 100 feet to 500 feet wide, to just like narrow to like we're only a few like 50 feet wide. So we'll have to be careful if the road gets busy. I don't foresee any issues, but yeah, it should take us. We should be in Onestra by nightfall.
Oh, Nestroba Nightfall. Alright.
That's pretty fast.
This is my notes.
The map makes it seem like it's a lot farther away.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you showing a. Which map are you?
So if you go
I
to
guess the main one?
if you go to the pin, it'll show you. No, you're right, Gonzalo. I don't know how to space stuff out correctly. I guess Morden was like a full day though, wasn't it?
Yep. That looks. If we're going off of the
No.
map that you made, that looks at least like a 3 days trek. And we still have to stop and see Claire somewhere along the lines.
Oh no, Morden was. So that's why. So that's why Jacob wants to leave. So Morden was a 6-hour trek, but you guys had left like middle of the day.
No, we didn't. Wasn't it like 9 a.m.?
Well, yeah, but then you guys arrived in Laketon like early evening. But then the rainstorm came and darkened everything. I don't remember. Yeah, you're right. This will be a 2-day trip.
Okay.
Maps are hard.
No worries.
Okay. Jacob says, maybe the pass will be too much to do in one day, because we might end up doing the pass at night, and it's not really due to the poor lighting. So what we'll do is, we should be able to get to the pass in one full day of trek. This will be like dawn to dusk, possibly middle of the night. There's a tavern there. They don't have an actual inn, but at least they serve food and beverages, and then we can camp outside the pass. There'll be other people there, but at least it will give us a stopping point for the night. And then in the morning, we'll take the rest of the trek to Onestra.
Okay.
Well, we start on our journey.
Yeah. The trip down to the so I will say this trip is uneventful, at least to the I dropped the dice, to the mount, to at least getting to the pass, crossing the river. The bridge that's there is well made. It seems like it sees lots of repairs. During your trip down there, it seems like as if the rainstorm had been keeping people away. You can see that a lot of the road before the bridge was, a lot of it was washed out. Even after the bridge, it looked like it was still rather muddy. But at least with the drying sun, it seems it's beginning to at least solidify once again. People seem to have been trying to stay away from, because you could see these dark storm clouds were centered on Laketon from far away. And so, but it seems like as you guys are heading down south, people are coming back up north with trade. Jacob just kind of, as you guys, everyone you see so far has been friendly. So it's just like other merchants and traders. As night begins to fall, you guys finally arrive at the mountain pass. When you arrive there, it seems like the woods within like 500 feet of the pass have been cleared out. You can see tree trunks, and it seems like people have made haphazard benches in the area, and so there's like clearings where you can see there's actually like a few groups with their covered wagons camping out. They have their tents up ready. Jacob leads his horse and you guys over to one other clearing.
Okay.
And Jacob says, "Okay, guys, we are here for the night." And he points over to the kind of the entrance to the pass, but off to the left. He says, that is the Stone Throw Tavern. Don't expect anything too amazing. The dwarves do serve some great ale and kind of bread and cheese, and I believe they also have some sturgeon from Laketon. It might be dried out just because it helps keep it longer. And off to the right, he kind of points. There's a dock over here that that lets like it's a dock. Like boats can be there. It's a simple area. We'll be here for the night, and then we'll leave once again right in the morning. Jacob begins kind of putting everything up for the night. Is there anything you guys would like to do, or?
Yeah, can I like go out by the dock and see if I can try shooting a fish or something?
Sure.
Some sort of sea creature. See if I can kill one for food.
Give me
Oh shit.
survival.
Low roll, low roll.
Why, you don't want fish, Moki?
No. No, because we're always low rolling.
I
This is true.
think my internet.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Internet's not
I'm
having
not
fun.
getting. Yeah, I'm not getting any results here.
She just turns into a robot.
It's like rolling
right
in
on
slow
that.
motion.
Oh, cause you're on Chrome, right? Chrome doesn't
Yeah.
like this stupid
That's
thing.
not true.
Oh, my Chrome
Not
does.
true at all. I'm on Chrome.
Oh, my Chrome. I think because I have hardware acceleration off on mine. I will say I did your roll. You got a 21. You are able to catch fish.
Yeah, what the fuck?
You're able to catch.
It's about to finish though. It's like rolling in I swear, in like 5 seconds, I'll show you what it is.
Low roll,
But anyways, yes,
low
I got a 20
roll.
and I cast it.
2 minutes ago. Let's see how long it's.
I
you're able to
no,
catch.
Oh my goodness.
You're able to shoot and catch, let's say, 5 fish.
Damn.
Awesome. Okay.
Oh, you got a 5.
I
Would you like the 5 or the 21? Oh no!
20.
See,
No,
the
you said 20.
but see the 5 is an omen that you're supposed to catch 5 fish.
Okay.
Welcome to the club.
Well, I
Low
show
roll.
it to the guys, and I'm like, "Hey, dinner?"
Jacob looks up and says, "Oh, great, fresh fish. I wasn't really looking forward
What
to
kind
the
of fish, Patrick?
sturgeon. That's the main fish of
That's
my
the
lake.
staple.
Yeah,
That's the only thing.
it's just so abundant." Hey man, that's the lore of my lake. It's got a crap ton of sturgeon in it. The sturgeon
Alright.
ate all the other fish. If they eat other fish. Jacob sets up the fire and says, you guys are welcome to have it raw, but otherwise I can cook up our fishes for us.
I help him cook it, I guess.
Okay.
I produce flame
Oh, oh, oh.
to start a little fire.
I clap my hands.
Uh,
Why don't you draw some logs with your paint?
I will do that.
Does that work, Patrick?
yeah.
Nice.
I doubt logs are worth 25 gold. These fish
I
have
take out my paint.
a paint taste to them.
Oh,
But yeah,
God.
through the working together, you guys are able to put together dinner for the night. Yeah. Uh, anything else you guys want to do for the night?
Not really. If we're not gonna do anything else, I'd like to pull out my celestial book and read.
Okay.
You said that there's no inn with rooms, so should we set up like
You can.
I
Camping,
don't
right?
know.
Yeah, you can say that. So I'll say that like you guys, if you guys, like, not if, you guys will be setting up your tents for the night and everything.
Okay.
Okay.
But yeah, if nothing else for the night, we will. I think we will stop here for today, just because it's almost 9 o'clock.
All right, then. If
Yep.
we're gonna be trying for a long rest, then I want to produce another half ounce of acid. No, not acid. Fuck! Why do we say acid? Poison.
Yeah, it's
Poison.
fine. Yeah. So next session we'll be doing the pass to Onestra, city of Onestra. We'll be doing the next portion of the trip.
Okay.
You on that trip.
So
Writing it
it
down.
is Sunday now.
I don't know what day it is.
Well, I have the current day from our last session was Saturday. So
Okay,
if
okay.
we went to the next day, then right now is
Okay.
Sunday night.
Yep, it's Sunday.
So next session, if we don't get interrupted, it'll be Monday morning.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, I will also say with this area, there are guards like around. Like the
Okay,
passes.
so
So the passes like tried to the entrances are trying to be kept safe. It's like there's like dwarven guards around. Just because they
yeah,
don't want.
so the chance of encounter is low.
Correct. Yeah, yeah. It's supposed to be like a safe area because they want people to get through everything safely.
Okay. Let's see. All right.
But yeah, there we go. Maria will be playing with us from now on.
Sounds good.
Yep, happy to have you.
Yep. Oh, indeed.
And we have Ghost Randy joining
Yep.
us.
Jesus.
He lost his accent.
Yeah. Yeah, Gonzalo and I talked about beforehand because I was going to keep Doc in Laketon to start a church. But
Yeah.
then
Oh.
he made a good point that losing our tank might be an issue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because while
We got
while
slaughtered.
Moki is tanky, he is not tanky.
Find out
Stupid
you're
AC is so
pretty
low.
squishy because you wear no armor.
Yeah. But yeah. I am trying to get like. I'm gonna try and get a map for the region set up, but I've been like literally trying, but every time I work on it, I'm like, I hate this. I can't. Maps are hard.
Yeah. Okay.
The
No pressure.
the rallying is like the only place that I'm like, I like the way this came out.